Alright, what is up guys? Action Figure Addict 112 here, and we are going to be finally taking a look at the Jazwares AEW Unrivaled Collection Series 2. So when Series 1 first came out, I sat down and I did an overview over everyone that I was able to pick up. So I took a look at the Bucks, Kenny, Jericho, and Cody, because Brandy never showed up in the stores anywhere, and I never got her. So I got everyone that was available from Series 1 in the stores, and that's what I looked at. And we're going to be doing the same with Series 2. So we're going to be taking a look at Jon Moxley, Hangman Page, Rey Fenix, Pentagon Jr., and Dustin. We're not looking at MJF because I fucking hate MJF, and there's no reason for me to buy his figure because I don't like him. So yeah, and I need to give a big shout out to my coworker, because without him I wouldn't have been able to find Hangman or Rey Fenix. So he kept an eye out for me, and he let me know that he found a Hangman and he found a Rey Fenix today, and he dropped both of them off. So thank you earlier to me. So thank you very much for helping me get the last two figures I needed from Series 2. So with that said, though, we are going to go ahead and we are going to look at all these figures. So we're going to go ahead and go in order. So we'll look at Jon Moxley first, then Hangman, then Rey Fenix, then Pentagon Jr., and then Dustin last. So yeah, with that being said, let's go ahead and let's get into this. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at Jon Moxley first. So this is from AEW Revolution, when he took on Le Champion Chris Jericho at the time, and beat Jericho for the AEW Championship. So we actually got that Jericho from Series 1. So if you got the Jericho from Series 1, then you're perfectly good to go, because yeah, you have both figures to replicate that. So yeah, now in terms of the painting and the sculpting on this figure, I'm very impressed, because it's really nicely done. Let me take the AEW title out of his hand here. So you have all of this paint detail on the jeans, or on the army pants here. Like, you have gold there, you have gold right there, you have the logos up here. Oh, you can't see that. Yeah, there you go, right there. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with how detailed this guy came out. Pretty impressed. And then in terms of the sculpt, I'm pretty sure all of these are new parts. So it's unique to Jon Moxley here. So that's pretty cool that it's all new parts. But I will say they got a damn good likeness for Jon Moxley for his first figure. I'm really fucking impressed with what they did with him. I'm really impressed. really, really impressed because they have the cut over his eye right there. They have his hair kind of dripped down in front of his, like covering his forehead, and he's just got that smug look, like that smug look, like he's gonna beat the shit out of you kind of face, and I love it. And they even went and painted his belt buckle, which I'm really impressed about, because you know, there's another wrestling figure company that's out there that refuses to do shit like this and usually takes the lazy route. So I appreciate Wicked Cool Toys for, keeping it $1.50 and giving us all this detail for $20. Now, in terms of its accessories, he comes with this vest, which is really nicely done. It's rubber material, but it's really nicely done. You're getting a lot of stitch work, a lot of pockets and stuff like that sculpted on it, and it's really nice. And I even like the extra touch they put on the back of here for the Mox. Instead of just painting Mox, they actually made it look like it's like the paint kind of splattered over here. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed about that, the way that they decided to tackle that. Pretty impressed. They even gave him a little bit of a fade back here too, so I'm impressed about that. So you get the vest, which I hate hard rubber, but when you do it right, then I don't really complain. Like here, it's done really right, but with Jericho and Kenny, I wasn't feeling it, so I took that shit off and I threw it in the trash. Because there's no reason for it. Like, it was all hard rubber and you couldn't really move them around, so I kept everything else but the jacket. And then here you get the AEW Championship with this Moxley, so really cool. Mine has a QC issue though, as you can see. The belt is kind of, I have two left plates on mine. Like this one here, the AEW logo is flipped, so I guess while they were putting it together, they gave me that, which I didn't notice in the store when I bought them. I was just so excited that I saw AEW figures in the store again, and I went ahead and I bought it. So, but this is a beautiful belt, and I'm glad to have it in my collection, for real. Remember the first time I saw this belt, I was really impressed with how it turned out, because this figure, or the belts for these figures, are just really nicely done, and I can't wait to get Rio and see how the women's title looks in hand, because I'm kind of glad AEW has decided to give their top star, who they think is worthy to be champion, a championship belt that looks like a championship belt instead of a fucking toy. So I like it. And it fits like the Mattel belts. You can just put it on like that, and it looks like that. But I usually just have him holding it. I just usually put his thumb through here and have him holding it like this, because that's usually how he holds it. But you can put it over his shoulder if you wanted to. And kind of have him hold it like this. So you can do that if you wanted to, and it looks cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Jon Moxley here. I'm not going to go into the articulation because I pretty much covered that in Series 1. But I will say though, I'm gonna give Jazwares props, because Mattel still hasn't learned their fucking lesson when it comes to how to engineer their $20 figures. Jazwares off the bat gave their figures double jointed elbows and a double ball in the ab articulation. So, I would have thought Mattel would have changed their ways when these figures started popping up, but apparently not. So, it's a shame that, you have a smaller company like Jazwares that knows how to fucking engineer their figures. So, props to them. Real quick before we end this little talk on Moxley's overview, I do want to cover this. This side tattoo is pretty cool. I never noticed he had that, but it's cool that he has it here. So, pretty cool. So, yeah, that's it for Jon Moxley. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a look at Hangman Adam Page next. Okay, so we are going to be taking a look at Hangman Adam Page now. So, this attire is based off of Double or Nothing from 2019, which was AEW's first pay-per-view. And this was against Chris Jericho it was kind of the what's it called? There was kind of the finals match to see who would become the first AEW champion, and it was Chris Jericho versus Hangman Adam Page, and Jericho won, and he became the first AEW champion, and that's where we got the infamous, a little bit of the bubbly catchphrase. So, yeah. But anyway, in terms of Hangman Adam Page, I'm really impressed with this figure. A lot of people were complaining about his boots. I think they're okay. They kind of look like cowboy boots. So, I'll give Jazwares props. They look like cowboy boots, but they said that they're kind of bulky and shit, but if you've ever seen cowboy boots, they're pretty fucking bulky. So, makes sense. But in terms of the painting and the sculpting, I can't complain. He has black wrist tape. He has his bandana here. He has his vest, which has these really nice kind of western kind of patterns on there on each side, and you flip them on the back, and it has the horse, and it says Hangman Adam Page right there, and then on the bottom it says Hangman. Just has some really nice detail throughout the figure. I like it. And his bandana is removable, so you can take that off if you want. And then in terms of his accessories, he comes with the noose that goes around his neck, and he comes with this, which we saw with the Kenny Omega, which I have right here. This is the shooter hand, or the shoot 'em hand as I like to call it. This was Kenny's, so as you can see, they clearly fixed the skin tone issue that Series 1 had, where they were all pale. So they fixed the skin tone issue with Hangman, so I'm glad. But yeah, these are the only two accessories he comes with. And I have to give Jazwares props again, because the face right here, this face sculpt, looks 1,000 times better than what we saw in the prototype. It just looked, the prototype looked terrible, and this head sculpt looks amazing. Looks spot on. And I love that bandana. the skull with the bullets. I love it. So yeah, pretty cool. And you can take this off, by the way. You can take the noose off. You just basically take it off like this. So that's what he looks like without it, but I am going to keep it on here. And if you want to put the noose around his neck, you're going to have to go ahead and tuck it underneath his hair and line it up, and then it fits just fine around his neck. Although I like to have his hands kind of hold his noose. So yeah, pretty cool figure. I really like him. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about Rey Fenix. Okay, so we're gonna talk about Rey Fenix now. So he is one half of Lucha Bros, and the thing with him and Pentagon is that around the same time these were shown from Jazwares Boss Fight Studios, in their Legends of Lucha Libre line, showed that they were doing a Pentagon Jr. and a Rey Fenix. So their versions were $40. These were $20. And originally at Toy Fair, we were supposed to get another head sculpt with Rey Fenix, and we were supposed to get Zero Miro hands. And they unfortunately had to cut that from this figure due to budget cuts. So he doesn't come with any accessories, but I think they said down the line when they do another Pentagon Jr. and another Rey Fenix, they're going to give them those extra accessories that we didn't get with them. So it kind of sucks, but it's okay. It's still a really cool figure, and I really like this gear. This was from the match at Double or Nothing against the Young Bucks, which I do have those figures. I have them right here. Hopefully I don't knock it in. There it goes. There goes Cody. So yeah, I have the Young Bucks right here from Series 1, which these are my favorites. Well, they're still my favorites. Even though they have the skin tone issues, they're still my favorites. Because posability, and plus, come on now, the Elvis gear, I can't go wrong with that. But yeah, he's pretty cool. It's pretty damn cool. So I'm gonna put Matt and Nick back on my little Bullet Club little section on my shelf here. And we're going to talk a little bit more about Rey Fenix. So as you can see, his gear is really nicely done with the flames, and it says Mexican right there, and it has a little flame logo there. He has some really nicely done, unique sculpting to his kick pads, which I like. He has little wings on his boots, I guess, so these would be his shoes. And I love the tattoo detailing on here. I love what Jazwares is doing with the tattoos, because the difference between what they do with the tattoos and what Mattel does is really makes a difference, because as you can see, these actually look like real tattoos, while Mattel makes them too dark and they kind of look like shit. So as you can see, he's got a dream catch right there, I think that's an Aztec symbol, maybe, and just let you see right here, just so many tattoos. focus, huh? Yeah, there you go. So you can see all that tattoo detail. And then the face sculpt is really nicely done too. They actually did the digital print. And yeah, and even his mask is nicely sculpted too. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. Probably not. It probably won't let me. Yeah. Really nicely done. It even has a little single piece here that kind of flaps around. So that's cool. I really like this figure. Even though it doesn't come with a lot of accessories, you can still get him to do the insane like dives that he does, like from the top rope. So it's pretty cool. So again, now I have another tag team done from AEW and Impact and Lucha Underground as well. So pretty happy about this figure. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at Pentagon Jr. now. Okay, so let's take a look at Pentagon Jr. Him and Moxley were the first two that I picked up from Walmart because I was a little low on cash at the time, so I was only able to get 3 of them, and so it took me so long to get the rest of the fucking wave. But John Moxley and Pentagon Jr. were my 2 main ones that I wanted to get, and man, this Pentagon Jr. is so fucking good. So good. So much detail, and I love the black and white gear as compared to the Boss Fight Studios red and black. So yeah, as you can see, this Pentagon Jr. has got so much detail. Excuse me, so much detail on the tattoos. It's unbelievable. Let me fix this off from here because I had him doing the Zio Miedo. So as you can see right there, look at all of that fucking detail. Holy shit. And then you look at his face, and he's got the sugar skull, or the skull paint on there, which I love. He's got his tongue sticking out. He's got the shuriken on the top of his mask. He's got the dragon right there. He's got the other dragon there. It's just so fucking dope. And then yeah, the black and white gear, the dragons on there. So fucking sick, man. So yeah, so we came with the Zero Miro hand and this hand in the package, and it comes with this extra hand here. So it's a kind of gripping things hand. So that's it. And he was supposed to come with a set of Zero Miro hands for left and right, and he was supposed to come with these hands, and he was supposed to come with an extra head. But again, due to budget cuts, they had to cut it, and they were only able to give him the Zero Miro hand. So but like I said, with Rey Fenix, with Pentagon, you're going to be able to, in the future, they're going to give you the set of Zero Miro hands and the extra hands and the extra head. So yeah, but I am pretty damn impressed with this figure. This is, yeah, as of right now, this is my favorite AEW figure, I think, from Series 2, besides John Moxley. With Series 1, it was Kenny and the Bucks were my favorite. So yeah, I'm really impressed with him, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at the last figure, which is Dustin. Okay, so we are going to take a look at Dustin Rhodes, which which is the one that I left for last because he was the last one in the wave. So this is obviously from Double or Nothing with that great singles match that he had with his brother Cody, where he got busted open, and he was gushing blood all over his face, all over Cody, all over the ring, and it was a great match. They actually did this figure in the Blood Brothers 2-pack, which at some point I'm gonna get. Yeah, this is the non-bloody version of Dustin, and this figure, this has to be Dustin's best figure that he's gotten. So as you can see, he has the red and the black going throughout his gear here, and it's kind of got this kind of snakeskin texture sculpted, or I guess printed on there with some silver trim. As you can see, he has his tattoo sleeve right here, which I'm going to zoom in on so you can look at all that detail right there. So it's really nicely done. And if we look at his face, I turn it around here. Look how well done that face is. That looks just like Dustin. Looks just like him. His hair, even though it's painted on, it's really well done. Really, really well done. And then he has this tattoo over here. You can see there's detailing there. There's the Longhorns on the boot right there, since he is from Texas, just like the rest of the Rhodes family, all born in Texas. Then on the back of his boots it says natural right there. So yeah, and then on this side it has the camera, the movie camera. So yeah. And then on the back here it says natural, and it has like the spine kind of growing out there. So really, really nice. Dustin doesn't come with any accessories, but yeah, he's pretty cool. My one thing though that I don't understand with him, and it may be his, it sounds like his articulation or his ab articulation is a little tight. But his ab crunch can only go forward this much, which is still impressive, but for some reason it can go back this much. So maybe that's just how he moves in the ring, and that's why it's just sculpted to this unique body that they did for Dustin. So maybe that's it, but I just kind of wanted to point that out because I thought it was interesting that his articulation was different from everyone else's. But this Dustin figure is actually the tallest AEW figure they've done, because I mean, in real life Dustin is about, I want to say 6'5" or something like that. He's a pretty big guy, so it makes sense. So yeah, that is, pretty much my kind of overview of these AEW figures. Now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set them up here, and we're gonna kind of wrap things up. So overall, I'm really impressed with Series 2. They definitely fixed some issues that were going on with these figures from Series 1, and I'm really impressed because they're still kicking Mattel's ass when it comes to wrestling figures. So oh shit, you can't really see Dustin. kind of scoot him in over here so he doesn't feel left out. So yeah, I'm really impressed. This Hangman, great Hangman. We're getting another one in Series 5, but for Adam Page's first figure, I think they did a great job. For Dustin's first figure, they did a great job. Rey Fenix, John Moxley, and Pentagon, they did a fantastic job with them. I can't wait to get Series 3 so I can get Rio, I can get my boy Darby Allin, I can get Orange Cassidy, Pac, and the other set of the Bucks in the different gear, because they have the soft goods tassels now for their for the lower part of their attire. But yeah, it's gonna pretty much cover it. Real quick though, if you want to see how they scale with the Elite figures, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put my boy Kofi Kingston here. You can see right here. You can see right here he scales really nicely with these. So if you wanted to mix it up and with your pick fed and do some you want some AEW people in your pick fed, you can do that. But yeah, I'm just really impressed with Jazwares. My one issue, and I keep saying this with the AEW figures every time the end and I talk about them, my one issue with the AEW figures, and this is the biggest issue that they need to figure out, because this is the one issue that will make or break a line, and that is distribution. Mattel already has issues distributing their fucking figures when it comes to Walmart's, Target, stuff like that. I can't find figures for jack shit. I'm already having the hardest time finding these. It's like I found them once at a Walmart, 2 complete sets, and then that's it. My Walmart near me hasn't gotten them. The other Walmart that's kind of near me hasn't gotten them. So I don't understand it. And it's like Target's getting them, but when you check the DCPI, it's like it shows non-stock. And I'm like, what the fuck? Even though my coworker literally just went to Target today and got Hangman and Rey Fenix for me. So I don't understand it, but yeah, this is the one thing Wicked Cool Toys needs to get down, is the distribution issues. They need to figure out, get a team together, get something like contact Walmart, contact Target, and start figuring this shit out. Or better yet, start selling these on Amazon, because that might help you, like moving to Walmart, Target, Amazon. That way, if you can't find them in Walmart, Target, boom, you go to Amazon, $20, call it a day. So hopefully as the wave gets deeper and deeper, we can start seeing them more on Amazon for a regular price. And I just want these figures to be easier to find, so that not only myself, but other collectors that are looking for these can get their hands on them, so they don't have to pay these ridiculous ass scalper prices. Because that's what it's come down to, is either buying a full case of these off Ringside or scalpers. So yeah, hopefully Wicked Cool Toys can figure this shit out soon, because I'm already seeing Wave 3s hitting Walmarts and Targets. So yeah, but anyway, that's gonna do it for me on this overview. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, and feel free to check out my Series 1 overview I did on all of them. And yeah, look forward to more reviews. I have the was it Kuryuger red that I need to talk about from the Lightning collection. And I have some other wrestling figures I need to go ahead and review, like the Ultimate Edition Becky Lynch and the Ultimate Edition John Cena, and of course some import figures and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, thank you very much for the support. And hopefully Series 3 will be easier for me to find this time. Yeah, so anyway, Action Figure Addict 112 out.